1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh.
That's it. That's the prompt that we're looking for. Right. Okay. So, football. We've got England playing. We've got England playing tonight, bro.
Yeah, we have.
Oh,
I think my
yes.
England shirt's up behind me there, which you can see.
Yeah.
I hope you
I
can
can
see them.
I can see them. Yes, I can see them. Yeah.
Good,
I'm
good.
so excited. I'm so excited. You know, I said to Jeanette, and I've said that I said it only to her because I should have put it somewhere online where it be date stamped. I said online. Well, I said to my wife, I said, the finals is going to be between England, and that was before Spain and France played. I said the finals is going to be between England and Spain, and it's going to be a repeat of the Euros of 2 years ago, where we lost to Spain. But I said this time Spain's going to lose to us. That's what I said. And I was watching the France game, and she kept saying to me, I said, who do you think is going to win this? And she said, oh, France got it all the way. France has got it all the way. This was before the game started. I said, I don't think so. I said, if France wins, that means England wouldn't be playing in the finals. I said, but if France loses, England is playing in the finals. And she said, well, I don't think England's playing in the finals then, because France has got this has got France written all over it. I said, even the finals, she said, yeah. She said, they're going to win it. I said, no, they're not. And so what do you make of the game? France, Spain?
Well, yeah, it was an interesting game, wasn't it? Where France, I can understand Jeanette saying she thought France would win. And a lot of people have thought they would have won the World Cup as well, because I think it's true to say they've been the sort of standout team so far of the tournament. They've been textbook, really, in their passing, their goal scoring and so on. So I would say the pundits generally, I don't listen to the pundits, to be honest, but I would have said most pundits would have had France not only to win that game, but possibly to win the actual cup, the World Cup itself. So yeah, I don't think it was a bad shout to say France to win that game last night. In the event, it was a bit of a mystery, I thought, because they didn't play, France that is, they didn't play to their potential. They didn't play, none of their players really looked the same as they've done in most of the previous games. And indeed, I was reading this morning that Mbappe, you know, their top man really, had a real go after the match about the manager, Didier Deschamps, who's been a manager for a few years and has been pretty successful. But Mbappe said his tactics were sloppy, and he had a real go at his teammates as well. I suppose it's in the immediate aftermath of a frustrating defeat in the semi-final of the World Cup. But actually, Mbappe he wasn't great on the pitch either. He missed a couple of shots he had, and a free kick went way over the bar, which again, for a player of his calibre, you'd have thought he would have at least had it on target. But no, France didn't look like the France we've been watching. People like Elise, who I've got a particular affection for because he was a Palace player. Although I still say, I mean, for France, he's been playing up front in the middle, pretty much. Very occasionally coming out to the wing, which is where I think his best position is. I think that's where he plays at Bayern Munich. And he's a tremendous winger. The pace, his ability to get round people, and then he cuts in very often to go onto his left foot and smacks a goal in. Well, if you play like any player, if you play them not in their natural position, you're not necessarily going to get the best out of them. So I don't think that helps France. But even players like Dembele.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show,
who's been magnificent throughout this tournament. He just was off key, apart from one pass I remember, which could have come to a goal. he did nothing. He just put the ball away. Whereas conversely, Spain, who, yeah, I mean, let's face it, we always know Spain are a very good side. I think they won the World Cup in 2010, so they're trying to win it again now and have got to the final. So they're a very good side, but you still wouldn't have given them the advantage, I would have thought, over France. But be that as it may, that's what happened. But the point is, I caught the pundits for a few moments afterwards when all the adverts had finished, and they came back. And as I said, I don't like watching the pundits. They can talk sense. They're so-called experts. They played the game, etc. But ultimately, I'm interested in watching the action and making my own judgment on what I see. But what little I did see was that they kind of were saying, well, what was wrong with France? Why was Spain better tonight? Blah blah blah. And actually, to me, there's a simple answer, and that is humans are not robots. We talked about this in other subjects. We're not robots. So one day we may be really good at something, whatever it might be, our job, our music, our anything. Another day, it all kind of collapses, it disintegrates, it just doesn't work. I mean, they're the two extremes, if you like, either brilliant or rubbish. And very often, most of us are somewhere on the spectrum within there, hopefully towards the better side. But France, so they didn't play as well. So what? I mean, it matters on the day. Whatever team does it on the day, they tend to carry the prizes. But isn't that the magic of not just football, the magic of sport? That most of it is not predictable. I mean, I often refer back to my team, Crystal Palace, when early this year we lost in the FA Cup as FA Cup holders from the previous season to Macclesfield in Manchester, a sort of non-league team. You can say, well, how did that happen? But actually, FA Cup giant killings are the stuff that it's made of. It's always been a bit like that. People want to see the underdog come through and win. Now, on paper, no way were Macclesfield going to beat Crystal Palace. On the football field, they jolly well did, and good luck to them. And it was not pleasant as a Palace fan at the time, but it's what the game is all about. And that's why predicting is a very difficult business. Now, you said France wouldn't get through, Spain would, and you proved to be right. And I would actually lay claim to something else, which is well evidenced by those who know me. Before a ball was kicked, and despite all these years of hope and optimism and expectation, it all crashes and goes to dust at these tournaments. My gut feeling, and it was a gut feeling, an intuition, more than logic, really.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, three beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the